Mark Mansell, UTVscene.com. We're out here at Brimstone Recreation Area, Huntsville, Tennessee, right before Camp RZR. It's about to happen. If you guys watching this will see that it already did happen, but we're, as you can see behind us, they're building the stage. With
the whole event's sort of coming together as we speak, and we got here a couple days early to try out the new RZR S1000.
And man, oh man,
Yep.
Well, I didn't know that it would be this much pull. This thing really seemed to take off.
Yeah, it seems to me that what they did is they sort of took the RZR S900 platform and added just enough horsepower to it to make it a sort of a higher performance machine.
It's not an XP1000, that's for sure.
No, and
because some of the stuff we drove today, you would be disappointed that you bought an XP1000.
Yeah, I think
you bought the wrong machine.
I think it not being an XP is a good thing out here. To me, this is sort of the East Coast version of what the XP1000 is to the West Coast guys.
To me, it's the ultimate UTV. It really is, because if I was out in Glamis in the West Coast, I'd be a little bit of a disadvantage because I don't have as much wheelbase. I'm not as wide, but it's still motors. I can go up Comp Hill pretty fast.
But you're an East Coast guy too.
I know, but
and
I'm
so
saying, all in all, if I was to choose one machine,
I agree with that.
You would agree?
Yeah.
This thing
of any
carves
machine on the
trees,
market,
this thing,
I think this is probably the one for. If you live on the East Coast, this is a clear
machine.
decision.
Yep.
If you're West Coast, I mean the XP1000 or especially the turbo, they're different machines. They're better at different things than what this one is. But.
Let's talk segments. First off, the suspension. We drove a little bit. You were driving the first time, and it seemed like a little stiff.
Yeah. So these have box shocks all the way around, and so as soon as we pulled out, though, they were pretty stiff.
Yeah.
Even with two people in it. I actually, as soon as we made a couple hundred yards, I got out and we softened up all four shocks all the way to soft.
Which I was against. I'm like, holy cow, he's going all the way soft, and it turns you were right.
Yeah. I felt that, seeing that we were already soft all the way to start with, you've got plenty of room to go up and get stiff and go faster on the trail.
Cornering, I saw the steering. A Quicken would be nice because we're carving through and we're working the steering.
The shorter wheelbase, I think, contributes to that a lot. Seeing that this thing is so much tighter around the trees, you're just wrenching on the wheel that much quicker. So,
but effortless steering, power steering.
Yeah, and for the trail guy, that's going to be great. I mean, you can ride all day and not get tired.
And that's what I like about it, the turning radius. Try to do what we did, like I was saying earlier, on an XP.
Yeah, and the back end,
nimble and tight.
the back end gets real light. You can spin around the trees real nice. So.
Look like you were having fun through those trees and grass to do that. I was carving a little track.
Yeah,
is that where this thing excelled?
Absolutely, and I think that's sort of the unique thing about this vehicle compared to maybe the XP or even the 900 XP. Like this machine with that short wheelbase, it'll really let you get the rear end loose, slide around the corners, and it's more of that playful feel.
You purposely went into two-wheel drive.
Yeah, it stayed out of four-wheel drive most of the time. So. But yeah, I mean, you feel, like Kim Block out there and you're drifting sideways, and it slides really well.
And it's effortless power, so you can get those reels loose anytime you want.
Yeah, much better than the 1000, which, wants to stay planted, and, this machine's more fun. So to do a fair review, I think it's important that we talk about the ways we would make this machine better. And you guys can decide if that's a buying factor for you or not.
I'm going to guess your number one, tires.
I like the tires. For performance, I would like to have a 14-inch wheel. That being said, I think 12-inch wheel is appropriate for what this vehicle was made for.
Okay.
Number one nitpick is probably just the overall high-end features they've left off of this machine. To me, this machine could very well be
top of the line.
Yeah, except for they use
top shelf machine.
Yeah, but they use the halogen headlights.
Right. I don't like the doors. I would like real doors.
Yeah,
Why not?
I think it would be great for the whole line, even the limited editions or.
Why do we have to have? I guess it's for air coming in if you're.
It probably keeps the cockpit a little cooler.
I would like to have full doors.
Yeah, full doors would be nice.
What else can we nitpick on? The clutch noise, I was kind of that noise. That noise
doesn't bother me.
Okay, for me, I'm nitpicking here. This is a great machine.
I wish it had the cell phone holder piece in the center.
Or a TV
use that.
A TV monitor and maybe some.
TV. What do you want? A recliner and some popcorn?
Yeah, maybe because the shocks work so good. I wasn't going to spill my coffee anyway. I might as well watch TV while I'm holding my coffee.
That was coffee?
Sorry, you guys that bought a 900.
Yeah, they're going to be upset.
Yeah, this thing it is a lot more power.
Yeah, if you have a 900S, do not drive a 1000S.
Yeah, it rips.
Don't
This
do it.
thing just pulls. I'm impressed.
To me, the 1000 is super nice. I don't take anything away from the XP 1000. But for me and for my money, I live in Alabama, so we have tight trails and things like that.
Yep.
There's no doubt this is the machine for me. The elephant in the room is, where does this fit with the Can-Ams, the other Razors, the new Yamaha?
Yep.
I think it fills a niche. I don't think it's the fastest machine out there. It's definitely not the highest performance machine. But if you spend your time tight woods racing, or if you spend your time in the trails, I don't think there's a better machine out there.
I haven't had a chance to ride the YXC yet.
Yeah, and
so I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't guess anybody has, just to be fair. But
I gotta wonder, shifting while you're carving through the trees, is that going to be a disadvantage compared to this? Because this thing carved the trees nice, and you're never even worrying about shifting. But it'd be fun to shift, I think. So I can't wait to see how it compares. But I'm very impressed with the S1000.
Yeah, this is sort of a total package machine for me. It doesn't seem like it's the best in any certain aspect. Overall package, though, this is as close to perfect as I've seen in a UTV.
I think it's unanimous. If you and I, if we're going to buy a machine, we would consider the Yamaha YXC, because I haven't driven it yet.
Yeah, and
but
that's
this
sort of
is the one. If
that's sort
that
of the
wasn't
problem.
there, it would be a no-brainer. I think we both agree this is the machine I would get.
But
I live in the middle. I'm in Ohio. I do cross country. There's some fields and stuff. It's not all just tight woods everywhere I go. It's both, and this machine excels in both.
Yeah, I mean, since Yamaha hasn't let us ride the YXZ yet, we don't really know. We're kind of making some assumptions based on just mechanically what's there. But it would have to be really, really good in the woods to beat this machine.
I agree. This is my favorite that I've driven so far.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and so in the shop now I have a XP 900, a XP 1000, and a Turbo XP.
You got a lot of machines.
And for sure, this one is my favorite that's in there.
There you go.
So, yeah, there's no doubt about it. By a pretty good margin too.
We need to end on that, because that's saying a lot for someone like you that's been in this from day one. All right, like us on Facebook. Down there is your subscription button to like us on YouTube. You can need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, for a full, complete feature, head on over to utvscene.com. Click on that 1000S by Polaris, the RZR 1000S, and read all about the rest of this.
And we're going to race this machine at Rally Raid, so stay tuned.